Can you guys help me? Like, what did you learn last week? What are the components you learned? Just that helps me to go further, please. Can you guys help me with the like, what did you learn last week?
Route 53
Okay.
integration and naming servers integration from GoDaddy to
Yeah.
static website uploaded in S3 bucket.
Yeah.
Uh,
Speak. Next.
Domain name registration.
Yeah. Domain registration that is comes here. Yeah. Please, please, each of you, can you guys add one point? Like each of you, please. Anyone? What did you learn? Yes, can you can hear me, no? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you guys talk like please? What did you learn last week? Tell me at least some points. So that tells me like the flow.
Yeah, we have learned about CloudFront.
Yeah. Which is called edge location.
Yeah.
One more we went through like HTTP2, very important HTTP2.
HTTP.
Yes. With this in AWS, what is the service for HTTPS to get the certificates?
ACM.
Yeah, ACM, Amazon Certificate Manager. This concept I can say that SSL, or one more keyword you can say that for this is the TLS. SSL and TLS. And completely like the end-to-end cycle flow, like the request flow and all you went through, and then let me tell you that objective next what we are going to do. Till now, whatever we did in the console manually, it will be repeating the task again, but not with the manually, uh, with the kind of automation tool. We'll discuss about them. We'll be repeating this kind of architectures again. I'll be taking this is the kind of architecture we will implement from end to end. First, we will pick piece by piece, and then we will connect the whole project itself. So here we took some kind of sample examples, right? Like static website we hosted on Apache, and then Tomcat setup we did, which is Java language. It will be repeated again. And then we took WordPress also, right? PHP. So like currently we did 3 languages basically. Like if you say Java, you know the prerequisite. Can you guys help me for Java? Which server did we use to run the Java code?
Tomcat.
Yeah, WordPress.
Apache.
Yeah, static content on S3 or on Apache. So here I'll take Python code. We will take Python code. I'll take working Python related examples, and then I will use the same
Tomcat.
applications I will use. So I'll take the Python code here, like kind of front end, back end, such kind of. I'll bring you one application which will have a front end, back end, which will connect to the SQS, which will connect to the Elastic Cache, and then the RDS. So instead of I'll bring the Python code samples, and then I will use the same, the whatever you learned it, that is the one. And we will repeat the same steps with that language. That is what my objective. Some situations I will be using the console. Otherwise, if I get like the working kind of examples, I'll take completely with automation. So same repeating with other kind of languages. Major I'll take the Python. Initial time I'll take what working one. Then I will completely enter into the Python, and then we will replicate this same whatever you learned from initial to till now with automation instead of manually. So that is what my objective for next. Like for example, you can think that next 10 sessions you can think that. So with that, let me tell you that few of the keywords I wanted to introduce before itself. As I said, I was telling you the one keyword called automation. Please, if you have in mindset, automation means programmatically something kind of. For now, as a DevOps guy, I'm not looking to that perspective. You no need to write any Java, no need to write any Python code, no need to do like .NET in no language. I'm telling it. There are DevOps friendly languages like, for example, you wrote one some kind of user data, right? User data. In user data, if you remember, why we are using user data? Can you guys help me, anyone?
Connecting to the servers.
Okay. Why did we use user data in our previous examples?
To install applications,
Apache.
Apache, Nginx.
Yeah. To install Apache or like or Nginx or Tomcat, I can use it for anything. Or like for example, WordPress setup. Like what are you passing here behind? All these are some kind of, if you remember, what are you passing in that user data?
Comments.
Yes, yes.
Linux commands, like some kind of shell script, exactly, shell script, something. So why are you like this shell scripting is there is a programmatical part is there, like if conditions for loop you can write big shell script also, but there is industry will expect you some kind of at least some kind of mindset of programming language, but we don't write Java big kind of. If you have skill set you can go ahead, but if you are not with a coding background, when you see automation kind of keyword, don't think that they are expecting you the purely programmatic. No, in DevOps world, in the currently like in the currently market, what is expecting you that there is a there are the some kind of languages scheme. It's not like Python kind of languages. You should be able to understand, you should be able to write those kind of, that is what that, and those programs we will use for, instead of creating everything in the manual, we will use them for automation. For example, what are those? Let's say for example I want to create EC2. Create EC2. For example, second, create S3 bucket. Third, for example, create VPC. Same like create load balancer. Right. Create same. Please bear with me. Create or update anything like RTS something. Like many examples. Whatever you did in the flow, Elastic Cache or some kind of like SQS, as I said, some examples to share the data. All these to create it, these components you can do. Please let me tell you, you can do by Java also. This you can create all these resources. You can do with Java if you know the good programming language. You can do with Python, .NET. You can think that dynamic languages we use .NET, like Go language. With these languages, what you can create in AWS, what you can create, resources or services you can create with these languages. But I came with the like kind of I don't have any programming languages. I cannot write these things. You can create if you have skill set, you can use this fairly. You can use it. But I am not with the Java background or Python. So can I make the automation in the industry currently? What expecting it? Yes. So instead of these languages, right? They had given, this is called purely programmatically. They have given one more. Let me see that programmatically.
Sir, we can create VPC as well using this any of the language.
Whatever you did clicked in the console, right? There is an alternative for that.
So VPC means it's just a standard VPC, or all the rules also we can set in
Anything
in that
you
gateway.
don't, anything you just write
Yeah.
the program, it will create everything, all this setup, whatever I should shown you, right? This total setup in my class also, I will bring this total setup. I will bring it with the program. I mean automation. I will bring it total. Whatever.
Okay. Sure.
We don't click anything in the console. You just write the code, some kind of code, not the programmatically code I was saying it. There is a code called, sorry. This is purely programmatically, what I said, this and all if we involve. What we are going is, we are not, industry is not going with the programmatically. What is the drawback with this is, application damn sure they have to go, but applications also they are going little declarative. There is a keyword called declarative. Declarative in the sense, write in YAML, write in kind of JSON, some kind of, this doesn't require more programmatic language. It doesn't require. Just if you know the basic language of the programming, you can create your. There is a one more language called TF language. This is called HCL, HashiCorp language something. There are, if you follow basic, at least some declarative, writing an ML, writing a JSON something. Let's say for example, create EC2. EC2.YAML, for example, okay. What I'll do, like for example, create a resource like this EC2. Below specify the properties of EC2. What is the properties of, for example, security group, PEM file, instance type. Like if you define like key value like this, give this YAML and give that to any one programming language, some kind of commands if you run it, behind it will create the resource behind it. You have to write a kind of one template file. You have to write some kind of declarative, not the programmatic. Difference between programmatically and declarative is, programmatically follows more syntactic, like kind of you have to do lot of initialization. So there will be main program. There will be like the functions, one function call with another function, some kind of. In declarative, right, you will be there, but you don't follow the strict programming syntax and all. You write some kind of easily English language, behind run that command will take care of your job. So my objective here is, what is the difference between programmatically declarative? Programmatically involves in one programming language you should understand. You should have the knowledge of this. Any one programming language you should have. And then you will write the code. In declarative, you don't need that programming mindset. You just know like what need to be done, the objective, like for example, VPC, route tables, and then the IGW, NAT gateway, and then subnets, CIDR ranges, enable public for public subnets, public IP, enable VPC level DNS things. If you know basic things, write them in one YAML file. Some kind of syntax you have to follow. Give that YAML or give these TF files or JSON files. Just execute them. Give it to one command. That command will do you behind. So very important. Industry going towards this guy, programmatically versus declarative. As a DevOps guys, as a cloud guy, when you're doing this thing, automation, you should be good in this declarative. Whenever any YAML error comes, YAML related errors comes, or JSON error comes, let's say for example, you wrote one JSON right in the policy. You should have at least something. Hey, JSON will start like this, it will end here something. Oh, if this says there, JSON will throw you error continuously. Hey, this is missing, this is missing. Sometimes it will be the very clear English message. Sometimes it doesn't give it. So you should know that at least, oh, there is flower bracket is missing. That's why it giving an error. Like this kind of declarative industry going it. So one important thing, whenever automation says, as a cloud guy, DevOps guy, you shouldn't know be very good. We don't expect you to very good in the programmatically. At least you should be declarative. Why we use it, that we will see it. You got it right, what I mean currently? So any thoughts, questions you want to ask on it? Okay, so please keep that. When someone says automation, you don't need this kind of language. We are not expecting you that. We are expecting that you should be good at least this declarative. That is what we expect you in the interviews or something. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, everyone will say that like, can you guys tell me that some inputs? Why we need automation?
Reusable,
Awesome, very good keyword.
time saving,
Exactly. Yeah. Time saving. Let's say, for example, you brought up this total setup. If you come to the environment, right, at least to do this setup, right, at least to do all this setup, some people, like in the olden days, whenever we do in the console, right, when you are doing in the console, they'll take at least 1 month to do one setup. Minimum 1 month they'll take it here. Sure, they'll take it. All of suddenly someone deleted some kind of resources again. You have to do rework again. All this setup. If you remember in yesterday's session, the OE session, what he was like our guys was telling, right? How many AWS accounts they were telling, if you remember, just
Yeah, 1400. Sorry, accounts are 20 something.
something like environments, how many environments they were talking? Like
Yeah.
stage, prepod and prod,
Report.
right? They're telling it. Everywhere they have a one this thing, one Grafana. Here also one Grafana was there. Here also Grafana. Here also Grafana. Here also 4 Grafana were there, right? Separately. So with that, 4 VPCs also, many EC2 missions were there. Like for example, if you delete any one of them, or you want to do same setup here, you are doing it. But here CIDR ranges will do something like CIDR ranges will change. So what is here? Whatever you did in the console total setup here, again you have to do here. Same thing. Instead of that, what I do, what the resource creation, instead of creating in the clicking on the console, I will write some kind of code. Write code for resource creation. So same code I'll use for a dev. Next, when I'm using for stage, I'll reuse that, and then I will change some values. Some values. I'll change the values. Values in the sense like CIDR range or the naming convention stage. This and all I'll change it. Same code I will repeat for prepod, but I will change again the values. Same code I will use for production. Same code, whatever I write the code. Write once, reuse as many as time as you guys said it. And then with this, what is happening is here, you don't need to click many clicks under. In the do one time, next. See, it's all about exactly that time saving. Please keep this thought very important. DevOps main theme is not like using one tool or two tools like something. It's code, it's not about. DevOps main theme is it's a agile manner. Agile manner in the sense fast delivery.
Sure.
Get DevOps is not some kind of tool or no. If you do from the console itself, very fast, do it. Immediately do it. That's what our objective. But obviously, console clicking will take time. Obviously, that is what. So main theme of DevOps is do in agile manner. Agile manner is as much as reduce manual effort. Reduce that. Wherever manual comes, if it is delaying something, can we add some kind of tool there? Can we introduce that tool? So if you have something in mind, DevOps is some kind of tool or yes, but why we are using it? Exactly, reduce the manual effort, time saving it, reusability, fast delivery. Agile means simple keyword. When you say agile, in the sense, they are going to put you in fast mode, get the immediate feedback. Every day you will have a call, something. What did you do? What are you going to do next? What did like the other day again you will have a call. What did you do yesterday? Did you had any blockers? And then what will be going to do today? Do you need any help? All this we discuss. Why we wanted to discuss all these things is this is the very important fast delivery, and then get feedback immediately. We don't wait like for a month and then what did you do? They don't ask currently in the current DevOps flow. Every day you have to join a call. There will be call called Scrum call every day. Scrum call will be there every day. It will be. You have to join it. you will have a ticket, what you are going to do in, let's say, for example, this is the project. So you will have a like 1 ticket or 2 tickets, 3 tickets based upon, let's say, for example, create a VPC. I'll take at least for a like maybe 1 day if it is everything automation, or 2 days I'll take it if it is block or something, or 3 days I can extend it if some more dependency is there. So they'll ask you what did you do something and all. So DevOps is not using 1 tool or 3 tools or something. No, it's a process. What is that process? This is the process, Agile. When you say Agile, what does that mean? Every day you have to deliver something. Every day you have to deliver something and then get the feedback. You have to tell them, hey, this is I did it. Next I want to do something. So that is what. So to do this very fast manner, to go with the DevOps process, we should implement this is the one. DevOps, what I saw? Automation. How are you as a DevOps guy? How do I implement? I will use this kind of language. Which language I use? Majority?
ML.
Declarative. Which language? Let's say, for example,
ML.
yeah, exactly. If you go to the startup company, there is no people, there is no team. Like, for example, very less people are there. They are still with the manual of efforts are going. And then you went to that project. Now, let's say sometime they'll ask you, hey, create one more VPC. You can click on the manually, not a problem. But after some days again, they'll ask you, hey, can you delete this and then recreate again that? You can create it. So you are going with the manual again. So you want to implement the DevOps process. With that, it's a startup. There is no people already. You can choose any language, your whatever. Let's say, for example, to create EC2, to create AWS resources, they are in the market. Very famous ones are there. CloudFormation. This is AWS tool. There is a famous tool, Terraform. This is outside tool, not AWS. This is the company called HashiCorp. You can use one more, like the Python also you can use. There is one more Ansible. As I said, right, many Java also you can use. To create AWS resources, you can use any language you can use. But as a DevOps guy, as I said, right, you won't be having much knowledge on this area, right? Java, .NET or Go language. If you have, freely you can go ahead, you can implement, not a problem. It's up to your technology. But we don't come with a coding background. Declaratively, these are the good ones. CloudFormation, Terraform, Ansible, these are the declarative. These are purely programmatical. So it's a startup company. You have now free hand. You have a free hand now. You can implement any language. So if you don't know programming language and you have a choice to implement, you can pick any among these three, right? You can pick any one. To create AWS, you can pick any. In this, very easy to implement. It's kind of very good. Current industry is going, pick this Terraform. Pick this CloudFormation. We will say that easy CFN, CloudFormation, and then TF, Terraform, Ansible. So if you have choice, pick this. And then among them, what I was telling you, pick the TF is the good one. Can I go with the CloudFormation? I know like little JSON thing. I'm very good at JSON something. So if I have a little background, then go with the here. I know very well the writing YAML files, go with Ansible then. Compared to these two, TF is very good and majority industry is also following with the Terraform.
So if I learn CloudFormation, it will stick to AWS only, right?
Exactly, yeah. This is CloudFormation only for one cloud only. It will work for AWS.
But Ansible and TF will work for others.
Yeah, it will work in the sense syntax is same, logic is same, but keywords will change. Let's say, for example,
Understand.
Exactly. Terraform will work for multi-cloud, yes.
Got it.
It will work for on-premises also. And Terraform, with the Terraform, if you know that Terraform, I can work for Google, Google Cloud, Azure, but little syntax will change inside that. And with the Terraform, right, I can do Terraform. They have integrated with many tools. These guys, they have integration. With the Terraform, right, you can stop your router also. They have such a, You can you can stop your monitor also, for example. They have very good integration.
Understand.
So now, how to pick which language, how it is. As I said, right? If it is startup, if they are not have any automation kind of tool, and they are creating the resources with manually something, you choose as for your comfort. But I suggest to go with the Terraform. So now some companies, like big companies, already they'll be following some kind of programming language. If you come to like my company, right, we follow these two. We follow these two. We are following currently these two. In my previously, when I started cloud career initial time, Terraform was not there. So we don't have an option. We were using CloudFormation only initial time. So I have to follow that company standards only. I cannot introduce one more tool or what. So whatever they are following, you have to follow their theme. Some, let's say for example, you come to my project, we don't allow you to write the CloudFormation. We don't follow that. So you say that I came with a CloudFormation background. No, you have to do exactly learn this Terraform, go with that. You have the clarity right now. So
Yes.
whatever they expect you, if you have free hand, choose the Terraform, go with that. Then otherwise, if you don't have choice, you have to go with along with the project skill set what they are using. That is what. Cool. So why do we use automation? As I said, time reduce. You will have a lot of same task at multiple times. It to reduce the time and then change the values according to the NV creation or something. So automation we will be using it. In the automation, we don't go with the programmatic mindset. We will go with the declarative mindset, where it doesn't require much programming language, YAML, Terraform, JSON, just key value based, changing the values language we need. That is what the mindset. So with this, we'll be implementing the resource creation or kind of some deployments, like kind of user data creation. So all this we will be doing with the declarative thoughts. Good. So let me tell you that DevOps is not a tool. It's not a something. It's a reduce the time. If you do, as I said, with manual very fast, go ahead. We don't expect you write every time. Let's say, for example, one guy needed one time only S3 bucket, and then they don't use in future at all. You can delete also. In that time, don't go for this kind of programming immediately. Don't go with that. Create him immediately and then give it. S3 bucket will take like maybe 1 minute, right? It does that. That's it. Give it him. He will use it. But sometimes, right, people will be very strict. If you come to my project, right, earlier days, we did everything from the console in the initial time, because we had a doubt whether that product will work in the cloud or not. We had a doubt in the POC time. So we did a migration. We had a doubt. That time we created everything in the console only, like we did right in the previously. Now POC worked everything. Now they came into the stick to rule. If you touch anything in the console, don't do in the console. Don't click with the manual. Don't log into. You can log in, but don't create anything don't update also. Don't delete everything in the console. Do everything via Terraform. We have very strict rule in my company currently. So keep this thought. If you touch it, like some kind of testing project or something, go immediately testing kind of thing. Immediately create with them, give it to them. That's what the industry expect, right? Delivery very fast in the DevOps manner. Then some dev environment, production environment, whenever we create those resources, we don't click on the console. We go with any one of these languages. We will create the resources. Resources in the sense, S3 also write some code, then I will apply that. Because in future, dev stage, pre-prod, production are very important. If someone deletes it, you cannot click in the console because it has to be replica again. So better track all those resources here, any one of the files, track it. In future, if you want to replicate it somewhere, you don't need to ask any people. Just execute that code. That code will create you all these resources. For example, every resources. You don't need to depend upon anyone. Someone write the code and then he left the company. You are the new guy came. if he has written every track, whatever the resources is there in the cloud, if he already did that with the code, you can also execute freely. Any new project, just do immediately execute that code. It will replicate that environment again. So that's what industry expecting from you, this kind of mindset, not the programming mindset. They expect you the programming, but if you don't have skill set, you should be good at this thing, writing YAML, JSON, or the TF kind of code. And then you should have mindset of the automation. And then delivery, immediately delivery thing. So this is what the team of the DevOps, not using some kind of tool and all. Hope you got the clarity right. When what out which tool to use, how to follow the industry standard. If they're using, as I said, right, go formula with them. If you have choice, pick this thing, pick this tool. This is the good tool currently in the market. Any thoughts, questions you want to ask me? Cool. So it's not only for resource creation, anything. Like for example, let me tell you that you know already this flow. Please, next this time onwards, I'll be telling one keyword. You know already this. You tell me that. So I'll be going with that reverse engineering mindset. You know the thing to implement that automation. Please tell me that input. We will convert that into the programming mindset. Then we will apply that declarative mindset, whatever. Now you know this already. For example, you did this application setup. You will given to end users. Like for example, www.cmsprod.com. Sorry, cmsprod.com. Your content management system. WordPress is called CMS. Another name. Your end users are coming for this. End users are using it. So your job is to create everything this thing. You did and then parallelly for this, right? This is the production running. Parallelly, there will be one more layer. If you observed yesterday, observability, there will be Grafana, log monitoring tool, everything will be there. Lot of tools behind. Now, as I said, you did this project setup. You did. And then end users are coming. Let's say, for example, last 1 year you did. Let's say you did this kind of delivery. What could be the, just I'm asking you, like, what could be your next tasks? You did this thing. You had given to end users. Next 1 year you had worked on this kind of projects like dev, stage, pre-prod, production. Sure, it will take it. Some projects were like when we were clicking right manually, we took 1 year. 1 year to deliver that project. Now tools are coming. They'll ask you like maybe 1 month or some immediately. So tell me, like, you had given to these end users coming, they're working. Next, what will be your job? What will be your regular job? Any thoughts you had in mind? Please, guys, I'm asking you.
Whether it is the access or not, or is there any new things are implemented that is working or not, we need to verify it.
Yeah. So mostly your job, let me tell you, if it is if setup everything is there, you did already this setup, right? Mostly if there is new environment, new applications are not coming, new environment creation is not coming again. It will be maintenance mode majorly. Maintenance mode in the sense only deployments will be happening. If there is a code change, some bugs will be coming, some new feature requests are coming. There is no, again, no VPC creation and all, nothing. No extra work will not come. VPC creation one time. DNS registration one time. S3 also one time. RDS also one time. All this setup is one time only. Next time onwards, your job is to, developer will be making the new code. If there is a bug, if there is a customer request to add a new feature, something, that new feature, new bugs, fixing code, that kind of versioning, new version code, you have to deploy. That is what your next regular job. Your job is first time provision the infrastructure. Total into resources set. It can be with automation, it can be on the console, whatever that is. Next, your regular job will be next. Your regular job will be like observability. Like kind of if monitoring, you can say that. You don't monitor it if any alerts are not working, that you have to fix it. That is what. Next, what I was telling you, deployments, which is called releases. If you go to the LinkedIn company, right? LinkedIn, they follow this thing 2 by 2. Every day they will have 2 deployments. Every deployment will be like 2 hours. When you say LinkedIn, right? They have like almost like I would say that 300 applications are running behind one LinkedIn. The UI, whatever you are seeing, right? LinkedIn application, multiple behind, there are 300, minimum 300 plus applications are running. So you will be among as a DevOps, right? You will be working like maybe 10 applications. You won't be not responsible for 300. You will be working for like 1 feature or 2 feature based on the complexity. Maybe like 10 applications or 2 applications like that. They'll give you that. You are responsible for maintaining them, not only production, dev, stage, pre-prod, production. For them, all EC2 missions or whatever, all VPCs, something behind. And then releases regularly. As I said, right, LinkedIn, every day they will deploy. Sorry. Every day they'll deploy like two deployments within 2 hours. One deployment will be there like 2 hours. So with that, your day will go for deployments how long? For example, how long will go for this? If you are, for example, if you are into that project, per day, how many hours will go for deployments with this?
4 hours.
4 hours, exactly. So your day will be like, this is what your daily task. Next will be some kind of, some people will, hey, this is not working, some kind of feature is something. So you will be supporting to the ad hoc request and all. This is the planned task. Other job will be like, this is what. So what I mean is here, so once you do this total setup with automation, your job also will be, this also you will be doing automation. You don't do manual clicks, anything. So you have to do this streamline also, deployments, observability. Main theme of DevOps is, as I said, right, reduce manual efforts. That is called Agile. Agile theme is, if there is a process manual, reduce that time. Resource creation time, deployment time, observability, any choice. That's what it is, the theme of the DevOps. It's not a tool, it's not a something kind of use that. It's a process. That is cool. With this mindset, right? Any thoughts, questions you want to ask on it?
So our job is going to be not only for a creation or not only be for the anything, like anything, right? As you mentioned, we are going to be any part of this. Not only like there is no mandatory work kind of thing.
Exactly, yes. Let's say, for example, your job responsibilities are working on the resource creation. If it is a new project, if it is some new project are there, you will be working on the resource creation. Like for example, EC2, S3, VPC, Route 53, ACM, the RDS, Elasticache, SQS, whatever you did, right? That is what that resource creation, that's where they'll ask you in the interview. Oh, did you work on the resource creation? Then how did you create? Terraform? Then whatever, like, so I say that I worked on the Terraform. Then the interview will go with that. Oh, like what, how did you create something? They'll ask you on the Terraform related. Next, the other question will ask you, it is manual or automation? Yes. There is CFN, Ansible, it's up to you. CFN. These are the majority one they'll use to create it. Next, working on the resource creation. That is what our job. Next, your job is to, as I said, right? What is regular job? If there is a new feature, some bug is coming, your job will deployments. Again, they'll ask you, hey, how are you doing the deployments? Obviously, industry will expect two ways. They'll expect these are the ones. Here, there are some tools will use it. There are the deployment tools are there. This is called CD tools. Again. And here again, they'll ask you some kind of question. Oh, what is your job here? Like something we'll get to know. Next, as I said, right, observability. Observability means thing is I don't monitor 24/7 like hey, how much CPU there are number of we don't monitor. This is like alerts. Something logs, some kind of metrics, like lot of things, few of them. These are all we did automation again here. This is also automation. Automation in the sense if any something goes wrong, you will get immediate alert or phone call. Then you will go and then see that what is that issue. Yesterday we were discussing, right? This is what. So our job is to among the one of this area it will involve. So this is purely on the platform side. This is complete on the CI/CD kind of, or this is complete on the observability area. Among them, one of your job. If it is a new project, nothing is there, no resources. You have to do all this setup. You will be involving any one of this area. It will be your job is to. If it is existing project, and then some new feature request is coming, some kind of new, in the existing project somewhere modifications and all happening, you will be working on this area, something here and all here. That is what you got it right. Clarity now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Any thoughts, questions you want to ask on it? Anyway, in the DevOps, I'm not telling the tool something. Any agile, how the day will go. Yeah.
Deployments and observability also will do through code only, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah. This
Again,
code,
here the same Terraform or Ansible or anything.
this deployment, there is for deployment, there is one more declaratives are there. There are good declarative tools.
Kind Jenkins.
Yeah, this is the famous tool for deployments.
Okay, Ansible. Okay.
Yeah. That Jenkins and all are there, right? We
Huh.
don't allow you to write the click the Jenkins is GUI. GUI.
Okay.
You click on it. Behind again they'll use it. Even I don't want to run the command also. Just I do one click. The click has to do me. For that I'll be using Jenkins or something. Yeah.
Sir, resource creations, can we use any one of them or Ansible or Terraform or both?
As I said, right? If there is no tool, if they're not using any tool among them, it's up to you. What language is good, you can up to you. You can use it. As I said, right? This is the industry right now expecting it. If they're in the company, if they're strict to CFN, you have to learn the CFN. That's what. It's up to you.
Okay.
Anyone you can use.
Okay, based on the project.
Exactly. Yes. It's up to you. Majority, right? I have seen the people. If you ask me the some number, right? Like for example, 80% of them are using TF. Maybe like 15 or 5% they are using it. This is very good to create the resource creation. Very good it is. It has very good benefits compared to these things and all. That we will see with the answer. Now you got the theme, right? What is your job will involve something. That's what my objective. So automation is not the programmatic, as I said, declarative. We expect you in the interviews when they say program, right? They're expecting declarative. That is the one. DevOps is not one tool or two tools are using. It's not about. It's about that how you did the environment provisioning, how you did your job easy. That's what the DevOps is. Reduce the effort, and then your regular. Once you did the setup, your regular job will involve in these two. If there is no deployment, they told that next 1 year there is no deployment. What will be your job?
Observability.
Exactly. You will come here. There is no new projects. There is nothing much happening. Your job is to here only. Here. Obviously, observability is not something. Don't think there is no deployment. There is no issue. You will have a lot of things. You are the one responsible for production, right? Something is happening and all. So your job will be a lot here. Cool. Now with this, this is what my theme, declarative keyword, and then the DevOps theme, Agile, daily how your job will be there when new project, and then the existing project. So I want to give that behind theory now. With this, let me take further. Can you guys help me here? How are you interacting with cloud?
Console.
Awesome. Console. There are alternatives, if you remember, in the initial days I was telling, right? Alternative for console.
CLI.
Yeah.
API.
Yeah.
API.
API. Exactly. So as I said, right, the CFN and this guy, the Ansible, the Terraform, they'll use behind API. They'll use behind API. They'll use API. So Terraform, they wrote the Go language. This is the Go language. You no need to do. They did already that tool. This is in Python purely. This strictly follows. Think JSON or YAML. I think standard. It will follow anyone. I think. So I'm sure JSON we were using it. Behind it will follow it. So here you don't do. You will write some code, declarative code. The declarative code behind will be converted into the Go language. It will convert into the Go language behind. That Go language internally will use, what is that? It will use API. This one. This you already familiarized, the AWS GUI. Like what did you use to log into the console, if you remember? Credentials.
I am user or root user
Yeah.
I mean,
Username,
and password.
password. CLI. For CLI, there is a
Key.
tool called AWS CLI. Let me tell you that every cloud provider, Google has their own G-Cloud CLI. Azure has their like AZ CLI. Like every cloud provider has their own one AWS CLI kind of tool. Everyone has their own CLI tool. Every cloud provider. And every cloud provider has their own language also. Like CloudFormation is for AWS. Google Cloud has its own like kind of G-Cloud CLI commands. Azure has like some kind of resource templates. They have it. Everyone they have CLI plus their own understandable language. TF works for any cloud. Keep that, okay? But say not same code. The resource will change based upon that. My objective was when you are interacting with the cloud, this Terraform language, which one it will interact internally is Terraform will use behind is the API. So as you logged into the console, you need a credentials. Here also you need a credentials. Instead of this username password, right? We use the access key, secret key. Sometimes extra session key will be there. These access key, secret keys will be temporary. If you have session key, right? Session key thing and it will be temporary. Your credentials will be expired for like 1 hour, 4 hours, or 12 hours, depends upon the setup. If you have only these two, it won't expire. Like it will be permanently, like until it will be there in the console, until you delete it or until you deactivate it, it will be permanently. Same, this also you can use for API also to interact. Now, so with this, right, Terraform, let's say for example, with the Terraform, I wanted to connect with AWS. With the Terraform, I want to create EC2. Which credentials do we use?
Access key and secret.
Secret key, or in case if there is a temporary, we use extra key called which key?
Session.
Session key.
session key.
Can I use username password for a Terraform? No.
No.
No. Behind why? Terraform is interacting with the cloud on which one? Behind which one?
API.
API. Keep this. Which language behind it will be using? Go language.
Go language.
You don't need to learn, no need to Go language. You write the YAML or something, it will convert behind Go language. There is a tool, it will convert the Go language. That is what the skill set you need. How it is interacting? API. This is one. Good. So keep this. if I'm interacting with TF, let's say, for example, someone come to you that, hey, I have Terraform code. I need to create resources with the Terraform in AWS cloud. The first question I ask them usually like, this is what the question I ask you. This is a very important code. From your local, which is called laptop, or from EC2 mission, or from, like, for example, in on-premises, this are Google Cloud or Azure. You can do from one cloud to another cloud also, you can create it. My objective was, question was, create EC2 with Terraform code. So someone came with this requirement. As I said, I asked these questions to them. Why I need these questions is, within the cloud, one service to another service, what is the authentication component you will be using it? Authentication, authorization, whatever, like within the cloud.
Policies.
You know already, one service to another service. I cannot say that directly. They'll ask like, within the, if I'm creating resources, well, I mean to say resource in the sense I want to create from EC2, I want to execute it. What is the one you will be using?
IAM.
IAM policies.
Exactly. IAM rule. This rule will have a policy. If that person, if the Terraform code is there inside EC2, go with the IAM rule. Don't go with this. Don't go with these components. If it is within the cloud, TF creation, or if you are using TF within the cloud, go with, what is that concept? IAM role. Hey, can I go with the access key, secret key? You can go. But good practice is to go with the IAM role within the cloud. If you are doing that same Terraform code is in your laptop, somewhere in your D drive or some folder in your laptop, you cannot use IAM role, right? Go with the obviously one option. Access key, secret key, or extra, you can generate with the session key also. These are the keys you can use from your laptop. From on-premises, you cannot assign the IAM role there also. You cannot assign. You have only one option. Here also only one option. This is what you should know that. If someone comes to you that they are doing Terraform related apply to create the resources, you should know that from where they are executing that. Let's say, for example, they are doing from EC2. He's trying to create it. It is throwing an error. You don't have permission thing. What you need to check? Tell me one thing you have to check it. Immediately you can fix that issue. He's doing from EC2, he's trying to create the resource. Some S3 bucket is creating from here. From here, he is trying to create. Terraform code is there inside EC2. From there, he is trying to create S3 bucket. It is saying that some access denied error. What could be the problem? You know already.
Role.
Inside the role, what permissions he doesn't have it.
Yes. Read only.
I have given example. From this EC2, he is trying to create S3 bucket from this EC2 with the Terraform code, or like any language, it doesn't matter. Any language, Python or Go language or AML, any language. From here, you are creating S3 bucket and it is throwing an error, access denied something. Yes, as you said, IAM role. Inside IAM role, what permissions you need?
S3.
S3 permissions.
That's what. Very important. Now one more. From your laptop, you are trying to create that S3 creation, not with the console. As I said, right? With the automation. I'm trying to use some kind of automation, any one language. I'm getting failure with the access secret key. I am using it. So access key, secret key, let me tell you that it will be there for user. You can generate also for role also. This is called temporary. Let me tell you before, if you are using a user, right, you will have access key, secret key. If you use a role, right, you will get extra thing called session key also. With this role also you can assume. This is called assume role. You remember yesterday, you have seen, right, somewhere assume role yesterday in the, if you observed in the role, somewhere you are using, right, cross account. Let me tell you that account 1 we used yesterday. There was account 2, right? Grafana was here. Here what was there? Resources. This resources data we got it here, right? We got it here. Here, if you remember, here also you created one role. Here also was there one role. This role, trust, you did something from here to here, you did a trust. When you are doing this trust, right, that trusting is called assume role. You are switching to this role, kind of trusting, and then you are getting the access. Behind what they do is, behind, when you do this trust assume role, right, behind, AWS will be using one server. This is for everyone. They'll use, please telling behind, I'm telling it. This server is called STS server. This STS server does temporary gives tokens, access key, secret key, extra session key will be there. When you use assume role, if someone says that, hey, assume that role, get the credentials, they are asking you that STS directly, this one. If there is a session key, something is coming, they're using STS. This one, temporarily credentials, these are all called, okay? For now, let me keep it. When you say STS, keep this that temporarily keys, valid for like 1 hour, 1 hour depends upon 4 hours something. You have to renew again, like something 10 hour depends upon. You have to renew again after that expiry. Now I go to IAM. Let me go to the IAM. I'll go to the IAM console. For a user, right? I will listen this for a user. When I create a user, I will get access key, secret key. This access key, secret keys will be there like till it will be in your control. These keys are in control of which server internally? STS server managed by the AWS. It will be in your control. If you delete that user, this access key, secret key will not work. If you go to the console, you can deactivate it. Don't use this access key, secret key. Then these keys won't be validated. So what I mean is here, when you're running a Terraform code or any language code, automation wise, if you are inside EC2, it use IAM role. That IAM role internally will use STS again. If you are doing from your laptop, you can use user. When I say user, access key, secret key, or you can use one more role, assume role. When I say assume role, temporary access key, secret key, session key. You can use it. Same applies for this also. Same applies here also. This is any questions, thoughts you want to ask? Let me tell you that access key, secret key, outside cloud. Within cloud, what is the authentication component you will use? Please.
Username.
Within cloud, within.
Role. IAM role.
Exactly. IAM. Please use it. Can I use access key, secret key again? You can use. But within cloud, not recommended. Go with IAM role is the good recommended approach. How do you get access key, secret key? You have to have a user, or you can do with the role also. The role. This is called assume role. This is called assume. STS we will be calling this is. So why do we use this access key or IAM role? as I said, right, this way. I want to interact with the cloud in these ways, either CLI or API, then I will use these things. Now, as an initial step, right, my objective here is create, for example, create EC2 with Terraform. What questions you ask? As I said, right, what questions do you ask for this? I was telling you, no? Someone came with to create a EC2 with Terraform. What questions you can ask back to them?
So it is again, you can ask it's from local or it is from.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Local or from same.
So you're expecting to say, or like we thought you were saying something.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. I thought you were expecting us to say.
Sorry. So I asked this question from where? I'm sorry.
Terraform. CLI. Access key and secret key. Session. Secret key only, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Take water or something.
No. I was telling it. I was talking and then I was missing. Sorry. So
Okay. Say like I a user or root user.
I am any user. Any user. Any user credentials you can use. Yeah, any user. Obviously here.
IAM role.
Yeah. This IAM role inside that you will have a TF code somewhere path. Here also you should have this tool. Obviously here also you need a Terraform tool.
Yes.
So let me go for. There is a famous company. Please, you no need to write any code. There is existing many codes are there. You have to copy that same code. You should have a good knowledge of copy paste and then changing some values. That is what we expect you in the Terraform. This is the company, HashiCorp. This is that company tool. They have a lot of tools. HashiCorp is the company. This is the company. They have very good products. Let's say, for example, you have seen, right, this keyword. This keyword you have seen, no?
What? Yeah, secret.
Or secrets. This is the secrets managing. They have good tools. And one more, HashiCorp is the paid one is there. Open source is there. It's up to the company what they are using, Cloud One or which one. These are the tools are providing currently in the market. You remember I told na, in my company we don't use AWS AMIs and all. We use our own dedicated AMI. Golden image, I was telling it. That golden image we will build with this tool. Here you see it very clearly.
Okay.
Build and manage image as a code. This tool we use, Packer. And yeah, go ahead, please.
You guys are purchased, right? Purchase version.
No. We are using open source one.
Open source. Okay.
We are not the paid one. No. So this the Terraform is like the to, as I said, right, to create the resource creation. Vault is like the secret managing tool. This and all. Oh, sorry. Vault we paid. This is the paid tool we are using it. Vault is the
Okay.
paid one. This and all we are using open source one only. If you go like I know some guys they are using like Nomad in the Flipkart, they are using it. Like I know some people they are using it. Console, like some projects I have seen it in the Walmart or somewhere. Like it up to the project. In my project, we use these three heavily. We use it every month. We will release one AMI to all the teams. They have to use it. That is what major. Cool. So HashiCorp is the company. They have the paid. Let's say for example, I don't have much skill set. My company is very big. I'm running a project. Then I contacted these HashiCorp people. I'll ask them, hey, we pay for you guys. Like, can you guys help on it? They'll give you the some code help also. They'll come to your company, they'll give a training, everything they do that. And then they'll give the existing code templates also for you because you are paying for them, right? Now, it's up to that. HashiCorp is a paid support as well as open source. So it's up to you, the project and all the level of the job you are involving it, decision. Right now, we are going with the open source one, HashiCorp 2. So I'm using this for now, Terraform. They have one more, Packer, one more, Vault. So in my case, right, to do this creation, I'll be using the Terraform. Let me go here. Let me click on it. This is the page. So, oh, pricing also. So they have paid support. Sometimes they'll ask you this question, HashiCorp, Terraform, paid support. This is called Terraform Cloud. That is called Terraform Cloud paid support. Open source, normal like. Open source is called normal, Terraform CLI. There is no support here. They'll do support here, like support in the sense like code wise, or like if issues wise, they'll help you. Any bug, something, they'll help you here. Lot of things are there. Okay. But you will have ready-made templates. Just in the GUI, you can click, it will get templates and all. Here, CLI it doesn't. You have to go to that. There is one place is there. You have to copy that code and then you can reuse it. So with this, right, I'll be using Terraform CLI. So Terraform CLI, somewhere I can download, accept. See right here, something cloud managed. That's it. Cloud is for paid one. My objective, I want to see from here only download something. Objective, okay. So features, let me see. Where is the documentation? Documentation. This is purely earlier they are not having when they are not in the cloud, right? They're not giving this kind of colorful page. They're simply giving us documentation. So I can search immediately, but I want to go from their official page. That's okay. So Terraform CLI. Yeah. Please, they have matured a lot. When I was initial learning, right, we were struggling to get this code because it has its own language called HashiCorp language. Now they have matured a lot. Ready-made code are there, copy paste you can do, just change it. They have very good examples, tutorials. Lot they matured. Okay. Now, one of the interview question they'll ask you which version. They'll ask you the best question. The first question they'll ask you the version. So it's up to the OS. This is the setup installation. Very important question they'll ask you the version. Let me tell you that they started like, for example, 0.1, like 0.2 something. They came till 0.13, I think. Later, they went immediately to, I think, 1. I remember. Let me check that versions also. Let me see. Since list. Let me see that. Yeah, I think 1.09. Oh, they don't have 0.13. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah. You see, right? 0.13. Yeah, after 1.5, I think. Yeah. You see,
1.5 they jump to 1.
yeah. But you see, right? After 1.3, right? This code, if you, let's say, for example, even we have some kind of projects. All my Terraform code in this version, 0.13. They did lot of changes after 1.3, right? This is like 1.3 is legacy. If you have to do lot of changes to work to other versions, you have to do lot of changes. It's a bit of complex here. If your project is there in 1.3, right? If they have not migrated to the other version, the changes and all, let's say some kind of, let's say for example, in the TF, somewhere you will be doing like this. Let's say for example, instance type. Instance type. Let's say for example, in the 0.13, you have to do like, for example, what is the instance type? Can you tell me one example? For EC2.
MX
large.
Amphora 2x dot large. 2x large. Yeah. Recently, one guy did a mistake in my environment. He did a dot, I think. It was fairly completely last time. Somewhere one mistake we did. 0.13. See, earlier it was following like this syntax 0.13. Now, what they told, for example, okay, in 0.14, they told that they'll be giving the log, change log, what is getting changed and all, like 0.1. Like I'll say, please, 0.13 plus after the versions. So, same thing, what they told, if you're using 0.13, don't follow this, follow like this. So you have to do like this code change, right? Because otherwise it will fail. So for example, I'm giving it. So you have to do lot of changes to here to here. And then this Terraform code also, if you run that Terraform CLI after 0.13 version, it will fail, saying that there is the code, we have not supported that version, still in our code it is referring it. There is a lot of changes came after 1.3. So if people are using 1.3, they'll it will take a lot of time to migrate it, keep the start. So we expect you that this is the in the interviews we ask this question, what is the Terraform code version, just to eager to understand like how you guys are using. Safe this is, I remember 0.13 when it been last, think last 2 years before, I remember 2-3, around 2 to 3 years before only it came, the version you have to do. Safely you can say that currently version you are using the 1, say that 1 plus. Say that in the interview, 1 plus you guys are using it. So one thing, why we are using it, to understand like you guys are using legacy code or the currently the latest version code, to understand that we ask this question, Terraform version, very important. Another thing, they did a lot of changes after 1.3. That you have to keep in mind. Some projects still they'll be using 1.3 only. They don't have an option. And the Terraform CLI version also they'll be using older version only, not the latest version. Good. TF version, very important. 0.13. Scheme. So in the interviews, you can say that one version. You say the 1 plus something, just one random, one plus number. So 0.13, 0.15 also is there. After this, you see, they jump directly to one version. There is no 1.6, 1.7, okay? Just keep this that. Now, it will work for all the OS. In my laptop, right? Mine is Windows. Let me download that. If you're running from EC2, you have to install in EC2 also. In EC2, it won't come by default. You have to install on the EC2. And is Windows. ARM binary. This is macOS brew install. Let me download this guy. So please keep this thought. Okay, let me go with the what is the version? It is downloading right now. 1.66 stable version. They'll download the stable version when you click on it. Version 1.666. This is the one. I downloaded the CLI. Go open this folder. Copy. Desktop. Oh my gosh, Darwin. Did I click the Mac one? Oh yeah. Sorry. Did I click the Mac one? Darwin is Mac. This one. Yeah, this is one. You will familiar, I mean, like if you're working like kind of Mac OS and all, you will get this naming convention. So my laptop was Mac, so I got this name. Nowadays, it's like all the companies they're giving Mac by default. Majority. Let me delete this one.
For DevOps guys, cloud Mac is preferable.
Yeah, because I mean it's not Mac, so is the file in the destination. Oh, sorry. You can use anything, but majority companies nowadays they're giving Mac.
That's a good news.
Yeah. Delete this guy. So you will get a zip file. Please bear with me for 2 minutes.
What was that AMD download? Two download versions are there, no?
That is like
What is
the
it?
process, AMD processors and all. Like yours
Okay.
Intel processor, right? Nowadays processors. AMD
Mhm.
processor and Intel processors.
Okay.
It's process architecture.
Okay. Understood.
Let me see. Where is this folder? Desktop. So nowadays, right, majority all our processors are Intel architecture processors only, right? Whatever we are purchasing it, our laptop. Now some processors are coming AMD. So the tool, whatever the tool, right? This is for Intel, majority Intel. This is for AMD processor. If your laptop is AMD processor, then you have to download it. This tool will not work. It will say that some binary error type or something. So you see right here, Terraform. Let me rename this in my laptop. I don't want this bigger name. I don't want to rename it. Let me rename it. You know, right? MV Terraform bigger name. Let's say that TF simple. To rename, I'm using in my laptop. This is in my laptop. Or you can click in the GUI, right click. You can do that also. Cool. Let me go. I can delete this zip, right? No, I don't need rmf.zip. Let's delete it. I should have only one folder. TF. Go inside the TF folder. ls. You have one script right here. Terraform.exe. Let's do that. See, right? So in this folder, I did this one TF command. It's not like next click installation. I have not done it. GUI click next. Like Git bash we did, right? Not. How did I install this one? If you remember. TF download zip and extract. After extract, you have one command called terraform.exe executable. Terraform exe is there. So next time onwards, please listen it. This is called binary. We call binary. There is a one more installation, MSI, Microsoft installer. Like you will do next. At the end, it will show some status bar. And then it will go to the some C drive, program files. Something. Here you will get a one folder something. Then you can run from anywhere. So this is not the MSI installer you did. You have not done any next something. You just extracted it, you kept in a folder, and then you are executing it. Next time onwards, if I want to execute Terraform command, Please, these kind of basic errors you will get it. I've seen the people who, some people, let's say Terraform. Why it is saying Terraform not command, but I installed, right?
Path
Where is the Terraform tool? In which folder I kept it, if you remember?
TF tools, desktop tools.
Yeah, desktop here, right? So I need to go, please, this is one of the core important skill set you should have. This is not like some, you should have either developer, anyone, you should have this knowledge. There is a tool in my laptop somewhere, the tool in the sense command. There is a command. This is nothing but command only, binary. It's a command. CLI tool. If I want to execute it, I need to go every time to this place. This place, I need to go to that folder, this folder, wherever I did, right? I need to go. There is an option. There is a concept called path, environment variables. In the environment variables, there is a called path. If I add this download location, wherever I did, right, to this path, you can run that command from anywhere. Run from command place. You can run from anywhere. So how do I create it? Let me go here. Let me go here. This is some basic. If you are not aware, this is a very good skill set. You should have it. I mean, very important as a software engineer. We expect you. This is the important skill set. You should have it. On the PCs, right? On the PC, somewhere. Oh my gosh. Properties. Somewhere you will have environment variables. Oh, where is this man? This new laptop. Hide 1 second. We go here now, environment variables. This new UI, right? I'm sorry.
Go to advanced system settings.
Yeah, advanced system setting, exactly. Yeah, this is the one. This is the only one. Yeah.
Here environment variables.
Yeah, here environment variables. 2 environment variables for user specific, system specific, anyone can use. Let's say in this laptop, multiple users are there, anyone. It's up to you. There is a keyword, right? Path here. Edit. New. We will add here the path. Let me go to the command line. cd desktop sessions tools tf. Do pwd this path. Copy that path. Where is this man? Here. New. Oh, this slash. Let's see. There is that slash is there. Think. Let's see. Okay. No, I think they're not allowing it. No option. Oh my gosh. Let's see. How can I get this easy way? Let me go to the CMD. CMD will at least should give me that. Let me see. Or other way around, no? I can get it other way around. Go to this folder. Sorry. Please bear me. This is some core important topic. It's not about the you are the DevOps or something. Should have this skill set. How to get running one command from anywhere. This is important skill set. Yeah. I'll copy this path. This is the I need. Edit. That's it. In this, oh no. One more folder is there, no? Slash EF. Yeah. So I have added to a path. Edit. I've added to a path here. Okay. No apply. Yeah. Okay. Now let me. Sometimes, right? If you update any environment variables, right? If you update any environment variable, you have to take new session or new terminal, so that behind new path will get a new path will get update. That is very important. New path. Good. So let me take this, close this wala. Git bash, type git bash again. Run the Terraform. Yeah. See here, I am in which folder right now? Somewhere. Where was my Terraform tool? Where was my Terraform command? In which folder it was there?
Desktop.
Exactly. Somewhere in the path. Now I am in which folder? Some other location.
You are in
remember earlier I got an error, right? I got an error saying that command not found. Now I see, right? Terraform. Just run this. See, I can run from anywhere. Behind where it is looking, when you run a command, this is very important, please. When you run a command, where it is looking behind?
Environment variables.
The environment variable, which one?
Path.
Path. From here. Please remember it. This is very important core topic, okay? That is, now let me check the normal Terraform, the version, basic version. Usually, see, this is what 1.66 we are using. That's OS. Let's say, for example, they have a lot of some kind of options here, blah 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 blah, some comments in the interviews. You know the question. The first question they'll ask you, hey, how did you create your resources? If you say Terraform, then they'll ask you some kind of questions again. Hey, what this command does, something. What this command does, test. What is taint means. What is the refresh? Basic questions they'll ask you. That's what the interview point of the question. So please, one of the laptop, install Terraform. Please do this when you get a new laptop. Install this tool. No one will tell you that in your laptop. No one tell you that, hey, install Terraform in your laptop. As a DevOps guy, you should have this tool in your laptop mandatory. I've seen the people, they were in the like kind of projects for longer, and then when they came, like for example, project, first question we asked like, hey, what tools did you install? They say that, hey, you tell me that. No one tell you that because you came with experience, right? Already something. Please always have this tool in your laptop. Some prerequisite. These are the tools you should have it. Either I said, no, what is that? Git bash. Yesterday our guys were using, right? Any one tool, you should have it. With that, right? So please install the Terraform. Now let me go here. So usually, right, we use some to create any resource, right? I run this command, Terraform apply. I will run this command always to take the Terraform code. It's clearly throwing an error, right? Please, very important. Policy in which language? Policy file.
JSON.
Use the data.
Shell script in Linux.
Shell script, exactly.
Shell.
That Linux commands, exactly. Terraform looks for the Terraform command, right? That command looks for these files. Any file ending with the TF. Let's say, for example, I have a ec2.tf. Please bear with me 2 minutes. Yeah, in Mac, there will be bash profile. In the bash profile, we can add it, Charan. I'll give you one link. Okay, ec2.tf, vpc.tf, hg.tf. Okay. Now, please listen. Very important. This keyword. You know already. This is what I was telling it. I'll ask you. You know already. Reverse engineering. Which one has to be created among this first one?
VPC.
TF.
Sorry.
VPC.
HG.tf.
VPC.tf. That's what. Terraform is a very good intelligent tool because, you know, this is the famous nowadays in the market, Go language. This is the awesome language. Terraform tool, they developed with this language. Which language I was telling? Go language. This is a very good language. It has very good intelligence. It will find in these Terraform files, which one I have to find first, it will execute. You no need to tell any order. Terraform has intelligence in order. It finds dependencies. It will execute first this file, then which one?
Security group.
Security group, it will execute, then it will go for EC2.
Then
You no need to tell any order. There is an order you can tell explicitly. Hey, first create this, you can tell it. But Terraform has very good intelligence. It will find the order. You no need to tell any order for that. Because this is the language is more powerful behind Terraform. You don't need to write the Go language. The Terraform will convert that your call into the Go language. That Go language will be converted to the API. That API call will go to the cloud. Behind that's what. Cool. Let me pass it here for now. Can you guys help me here? What did you learn? Can you guys help me?
Install the TF
Yeah.
Terraform.
Yeah. What will be the extension of the Terraform code?
TF.
Startup. Yeah.
TF.
Yeah. Next.
And path setting.
Yeah.
Environmental variables.
Environmental setup.
You'll be doing this kind of, see, please, you come with like 5 years experience, you downloaded a tool, and then please, this is basic things we expect you. Please, please, I'm telling it multiple times. This is the basic skill set you should have it. We don't go to the every time to that path. It will be there, same concept what I did in the GUI. Everywhere that concept is there, Linux also is there. There will be one file that we will see in the whenever situation comes. But this is a very important basic, you should have it. Next, please. Very important. Programmatic versus
Declarative.
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 as a DevOps guy, when in the interviews, they don't expect you, you should be good here. They are not expecting you. Please, if they are asking something, we are asking it, we are expecting you here, you should be good. If you have skill set, this is added advantage for us. Cool. Any questions, queries you want to ask for today?
Sir, can you please upload the videos?
Yeah.
The
I'm
previous
so sorry.
sessions?
I'm so sorry. I'll do that. I'm so sorry. I was in Anka last week. I'll do it. Sorry. I'll do it.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. So you got it right. Our objective is I'll show some demos with the CloudFormation also, but I don't write from scratch. But this will write from scratch. This one. Cool. So this is what my objective. We will bring up this total setup, as I said, with the Terraform. No. First, we will touch bits and pieces here. Then integrate everything, apply it. That's what my objective. This is, as I said, I'll be using some known languages. The majority I'll target in the Python. With that Python, we can connect to the multiple components. Cool. Thank you, guys. Stop it for today.
Okay.